the next hour, join Steve and his guests as they talk about topics geared to educate and inform his audience. Listen as Steve brings his unique experiences as an author, business leader, teacher, and law enforcement professional to the conversation. Together with outstanding guests, Steve asks the questions that make a difference in his listeners' lives. You're guaranteed to be better off after you listen to the Kovacs perspective than before his show started. So, sit back, relax, and see what his show can do for you.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Steve Kovacs here, Kovacs Perspective. Hey, it's January 26th, 2011 tonight. It's 9 p.m., give or take a few minutes Eastern Standard Time. And much of the eastern USA is getting slammed. They're getting slammed by snow. I'm in Ohio, which regular listeners know that, near the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So for those of you that are familiar with Ohio, you may be familiar kind of where the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is. It's right on the shores of Lake Erie. We get slammed all the time with snow. We get tons of snow. As a matter of fact, somebody said close to where we live here in the northeastern Ohio area, we get more snow, not right where we're at, but close to us, than Siberia. Can you believe that? So I'm actually smirking, kind of like the rest of America, or like 20 states in the USA are getting slammed, and there's like no snow here. It's cold and it's ugly, but no snow. I love it. So I hope wherever you happen to be, that you're snowless and warm, cozy, inside near a computer, listening to this live. And if you're going to listen to this as a podcast, I hope the same for you. Unless you like snow. I guess people like snow, skiers. So if you're a skier, I wish you snow. But if you like snow, I think you guys ought to get therapy. Something's wrong with you. Just kidding. People can like snow. Hey, what about today or tonight? Our show today has the potential to be a real good show. A couple of reasons why. And first of all, it has a lot to do with sex. And, right, almost everyone is interested in sex. Hey, it's a part of life. Everyone has done it, right? Will do it, wants to do it, or at least wants to hear about it, right? I mean, that's the facts, and that's the truth. But it goes farther than that for us, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. I really wanted to go farther than that. Our guest is author Ashley Lorenzana, who wrote the book, and here's the title. The title is quite telling: Sex, Drugs, and Being an Escort. Wow, it grabs you, right? Certainly does. But we're going to find out all about that. We're going to find out about the book. We're going to find out about sex, drugs, and being an escort, unquestionably. I mean, the part of it that slams us right in the face, the part that slammed me right in the face. I mean, sex, drugs, and being an escort. We're going to delve into that. We're going to talk to the author about that. But I also want to get in, and this is important to me, and it's going to be important to you too, because especially in today's day and age, you can go on anywhere on the computer, right? Go on, pop on your computer, get all the porn, all the sex conversations that you want to. So I don't want it just to be that way. That's not how we do our show. But it's an interesting topic. We're all normal. We want to find out about these things. But what I want to do, and what I'm going to attempt to do with the author, and I think from what I've researched on the author, and I've listened to some of her interviews on the radio and some of her writing, I think we can do this and have a great show. We can find out. We can get light shed on the lifestyle. And Ashley can help us to understand what it's really all about, other than the obvious, right, of sex, or the obvious of drugs, or the combination. What's really going on? Is there a dynamic in there? Is there an issue? Is there a good thing? What's the life about? Can she enlighten us? Can she help us? Can she help maybe others thinking about getting into that lifestyle? Or do they need help? Maybe they don't. But this show is just not going to be the superficial stuff, as none of our shows are. I just got a signed book from one of our previous guests, very, very nice woman out of Utah. We just did a show on polygamy, and she sent me her book, autographed her book, and wrote a nice inscription on there. And what touched me about her inscription was that, and this lady's been on television all over the country. I mean, she's on TV, she's on radio, she's like poop all over the place. Not poop, but like poop, you know what I'm getting at. But she wrote me such a nice little blurb saying that how she appreciated what I did for her. And what did I do? I didn't do nothing other than I talked to her like a friend, and we were friends. I consider her a friend. We got into the nitty-gritty of her topic, and it was a serious topic. If you tuned in, and if you didn't, you ought to catch it on a podcast, but we talked about sexual abuse as a child, and it was really good. And that's what we're all about here. I mean, we're just not the superficial stuff, but hey, I'm like anybody else. I like a little superficial stuff too. So stick with us, because in 2 minutes and 2 seconds, we're going to get into superficial and deep stuff. Don't go away.
We'll be right back with Steve and his guests right after these few messages.